Hello and welcome to another AIC Productions video. Today we're going to do a follow-up on a video I posted a few weeks ago now on a Lenovo that I bought used and had problems. Sent it in for repairs and it got sent back. We'll see how it's doing, do some performance testing on it, go do some mild upgrades on it, and do those performance tests again, and go from there. Now, my experience, I've had a few experiences with Lenovo repair. The first time I sent something into them, it was a consumer grade product and my experience was terrible. They lost it and then ended up replacing it with another laptop that was a terrible laptop, and it had problems, and anyways, it was a very unpleasant experience. Now, this is a ThinkPad product, which is their business line, and my experience was completely different. They were much more responsive, they were quicker to a resolution, they didn't lose my system, they had parts to repair it, even though my last system was a brand new system, they didn't have any parts to repair it. This system's a few years old and they had parts to repair it, and were very quick in the turnaround. I emailed them and chatted with them on I want to say a Thursday. They got me the box to send back to them on a Monday. I mailed it to them on a Tuesday, and I got it back a week later on Tuesday, which is today. So from the day I mailed it in to the day I got it back, it was from Tuesday to Tuesday, so 1 full week turnaround time for the repair, and it cost me nothing, because even though the laptop's a few years old, it came with a full warranty still. It has a year and a half left of a warranty, which is awesome. So that's something maybe that you can check when you're buying online. You can ask for the serial number and submit it and see if it has any warranty on it. So let's see. Lenovo Easy Serve. We have made every effort to ensure all your needed repairs were completed in a timely manner. The repair was performed by a Lenovo authorized service technician using genuine Lenovo parts to ensure the highest level of quality and reliability. Every laptop is fully tested and inspected by a quality inspector. All repairs are warranted for 30 days or the remaining term of your service coverage, whichever is longer. So they needed to replace the system board, and they had to reload the operating system to the drive, which didn't matter to me because this was a used laptop and I was going to be reinstalling the operating system anyways. So there's the battery. They have a tag on. I'm sure this is just an asset management thing for the repair, because that's my repair number. I always find these cases so interesting. There's the laptop. It looks like this is a new base. I mean, this laptop was in excellent condition when I got it. And here are 3 screws. I wonder what these are from. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see what's going on here. Alright, so the previous owner who had this before me, there actually was no OS on there. And even though I spoke with the tech at Lenovo, they didn't install an OS on the drive, which annoys me a lot, because I did actually ask them to do that while it was in for repair. So let's go ahead, put this back together, and go from there. Alright, we're back to installing the OS. This time we're going to install it directly to that SSD versus the spinning disk that was in it. The previous owner, I think it's only a 120 gig drive. I think they just grabbed a random hard drive and threw it in there. They obviously had taken these, by default come with 8 gigs of memory, only had 4 gigs in it. So I think they did what they could to save money out of it by keeping the higher end stuff. But that's alright. I was planning on putting in an SSD anyways, upgrading the memory, not too big a deal because I had the 8 gigs laying around anyways. Go ahead and install Windows 10 Pro on here. Alright, so I stopped the recording while it was doing updates because it rebooted for the 4th time, and I figured most people didn't want to see that. Now, updates should all be installed. This actually did activate Windows for us, and so we don't need to worry about that part. As I said earlier, most computers that were built after Windows 8 era that are like a pre-built machine will have the key kind of hardwired into the system. So we're going to go ahead and download the performance test here. We'll do Passmark, which is the one I've been doing for the last while. And I have bought Passmark's performance test. I have paid for it, but I just download the trial every time just because it's easier and quicker. Now, I've not done anything on this other than to install the OS and updates. Updates does make a huge difference in the overall performance of the system since it has the correct drivers for everything. Alright, we'll go ahead and accept the agreement. Next, install. Close IE just so it's out of the way. Go ahead and launch the application here. It'll take a moment to load up. Looks like it's loaded everything. We'll go ahead and run the benchmark. And we'll be back. Alright, so we have finished the performance test. And here are our scores. We have a 52 percentile, or 52nd percentile overall. We have a 35th percentile for the CPU, 57th for 2D graphics, 37th for 3D graphics. Memory mark is 54th, and disk mark is 69th. So the disk mark is the highest, which makes sense because most SSDs perform at a similar level. But the 2D and 3D graphics, they're about 3 times as fast as I'd say on my $150 Lenovo. I believe I got about 200 on those. So it's a little bit more than 3 times faster on the 3D graphics mark. But it costs twice as much. It has a similar size screen, a 12-inch screen versus a 13.6 inch, or excuse me, 11.6 inch screen. It has the same resolution, but the screen's nicer. It has more memory, more storage, and a lot beefier CPU. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. This was just a re-unbox the machine, make sure it's working, and do initial tests. We'll come back in a few days. We'll do some gaming on it, see what the performance is like. We'll see what the battery life is like on it, and go from there. So yeah, if you have any questions on this, again, this is a Lenovo ThinkPad x250. I did pick it up used off of eBay for about $300. I believe it was $309 including shipping. And that seems to be about their going rate for the most part. Now this one cosmetically was perfect, but it did have some issues where we had to send it back to Lenovo, get it repaired, get it back from Lenovo, and install an operating system on there. And of course, again, I did upgrade the storage to an SSD, and I did also upgrade the memory to 8 gigs, though most of these should already have 8 gigs of memory in them since that's the way they came from the factory. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I do have my Amazon partner link in the description if you want to help support this channel. I do appreciate that. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.